Hey guys, what's happening YouTube? And thank you guys for tuning into Rules for Rebels. We've taken a couple weeks off from Side Hustle Tuesdays, but we are back with episode 78 of our Side Hustling series. Get ready to feel bad about yourselves, guys, because today's story is about a 15-year-old girl from Melbourne, Australia, who's probably having a lot more success than a lot of us. So this should be some inspiration and maybe a much-needed kick in the butt. Today's story is about a 15-year-old girl from Melbourne, Australia, who's making thousands of dollars per month off her makeup tutorial YouTube channel. And even more impressive, she's been at it for 2 years, doing it since she was 13 years old, when she initially started a channel with her older sister, Amy. Now, I have kind of a funny personal anecdote about today's story. A few weeks back, I made a video talking about how being a YouTuber is the #1 career choice of young kids these days, and went into kind of a bit more detail on how to help your child start a YouTube channel if that's an interest that they have. Now, I know a lot of parents are hesitant to put their kids on the internet with all the pervs and weirdos out there, but if you can provide oversight and are okay with it, I think if you or your child or nephew or younger brother or sister have an interest in starting a YouTube channel, I think that's definitely something that you should try to foster and encourage them to do. Not only can it turn into a real moneymaker like today's story, but I think it also teaches a lot of great life skills, from business, analytics, and math, to writing, to using computers and technology, public speaking, having a good on-camera presence. I think there's a lot of great skills that kids can develop from doing YouTube. I have kind of a funny personal anecdote to share. So my girlfriend has twin 7-year-old nephews, and a while back they wanted to start a YouTube channel. Now, she and her sister weren't comfortable with them having a channel, so we downloaded a camera app from the Android store onto their iPads and convinced them that it was YouTube. And for the past few months, it's been funny watching them talking to their tablets saying, "Hey YouTube, what's up my audience," etc., etc., when in reality they were just making videos on their iPad. They weren't connected to YouTube. Well, apparently they finally figured out how to set up a YouTube channel on their own, and yesterday one of them was telling me about his YouTube channel. I gave him some videos, ideas, and tips, and went back to having our barbecue. Well, later in the evening, I looked up his YouTube channel, and while they were at my house, he and his brother and their cousins had made about 3 hours worth of YouTube live streams. However, as opposed to doing tutorials or unboxings or actually making videos of substance, they were just cussing and swearing at people coming into the room. My girlfriend overheard the video and texted his mom his channel, and the channel's since been closed down, and he's now grounded for a week. Apparently, however, they told him that if he actually comes up with an idea for his channel and videos, and it isn't just randomly dancing on a live stream and swearing at people, he is allowed to have a channel. So I'm going to try to encourage him in this hobby and kind of get him started making some videos. I was thinking about buying him a subscription box so he could do some unboxings. Anyhow, the point being, as you'll see from this story, YouTube can be a real moneymaker, and if it's properly supervised, can be a great way to spend time with your kid while helping them develop some valuable life and business skills. So I would suggest encouraging it. Anyhow, back to today's episode. Like I alluded to, today's episode is about a 15-year-old girl from Melbourne, Australia, making several $1,000s per month off her YouTube channel. Who knew there was so much money in doing makeup tutorials on YouTube? That said, it makes sense. There's a product, makeup, there's an audience, teenagers and young adults who like makeup, and by bringing them together, Sarah, today's side hustler, is making a good amount of money. Sarah gets paid through YouTube ads, product sponsorships, and doing makeup for people in her home. And again, the most impressive part of all this is she's only 15 years old. If you've ever wondered how YouTubers, bloggers, and vloggers get paid, you'll also learn about that in today's episode as well. So Sarah Fritz is from Melbourne, Australia, and she's today's side hustler. Her story begins back in April of 2015 when she started making YouTube videos with her older sister Amy. Their videos featured makeup tutorials as well as just vlogs and teenage commentary on life. Sarah was passionate about makeup, so one day when her sister wasn't around, she made her own video. Her video was called 13-Year-Old Cake Face. The video was a response to people who told her that she wore too much makeup and said it looked like she had it caked on her face. She also began doing tutorials like how to get the perfect smoky eyes, and she also did product reviews of makeups that she already owned and had lying around the house. People wound up liking her content and subscribed, and that cake face video wound up being a turning point for her channel. Within just 6 months, the video had gotten over 1 million views after uploading, and that was a moment that both Sarah as well as her family realized that this could actually be a seriously profitable venture. But what would Sarah do with these subscribers? How would she turn them into money, and how would she monetize the channel? Well, that's where Sarah's dad came in. Sarah's dad helped her with this part. He sat down with Sarah and they dug into her channel's analytics. They quickly realized that her audience was 13 to 30-year-old women who liked makeup. Her dad helped her sign up for a Google AdSense account so that she could monetize the channel through the YouTube partnership. Now, a quick breakdown of how Google AdSense works. A vlogger or video creator can monetize their channel and connect it with AdSense, thus allowing YouTube to play ads over your videos. YouTube takes a cut of the ad revenue and you get the rest. Now, this can vary greatly. Entertainment-based channels, for example, often get a lot of views, but aren't necessarily targeted to a specific type of advertiser, something like makeup is. However, makeup is a great subject matter, as stores and makeup manufacturers know that if they advertise on a channel like Sarah's, everyone is into makeup, everybody's interested in makeup, and everybody is a potential buyer. It turned out Sarah has around an $18 CPM, which for those of you guys who aren't familiar with YouTube ad revenue, know this is very, very high. A typical CPM is more like $1 or $2. Now, this refers to how much a creator is paid per 1,000 views. So Sarah's actually doing a lot better than most video creators and is currently bringing in anywhere from $500 to $2,300 per month off YouTube ad revenue. That's something else to note. YouTube ad money can vary greatly due to a lot of factors. Currently, my channel is down about 70% the normal revenue it makes. And this can happen due to a lot of factors. Sometimes it's seasonal. Summertime tends to be a worse time. But also we saw during the, the adpocalypse, back when a lot of advertisers were feuding with Google and YouTube AdSense. There were fewer advertisers and we saw that money go down as well. Anyhow, for this reason, Sarah and her dad looked for other ways to monetize the channel, and ad revenue is just a drop in the bucket. Other money-making strategies she utilizes on her channel are sponsorships and product promotions, which are perfect for a makeup channel. Sarah's dad fields sponsorship and collaboration requests for her. Sarah typically gets a free product to use in the episode. She also typically gets paid a flat fee for making the video, and generally gets a discount code or promo code that she can give to her audience. For this, Sarah and her dad charge $150 per product placement or review, which for example could be something like using a specific makeup to do the smoky eyes video. She charges $200 for a dedicated video highlighting a specific product, and she also carries that over onto her Instagram account where she charges $50 per shout out or sponsorship. Sarah also began getting requests locally from people wanting her to do their makeup. People will come to her home to get their makeup done, and Sarah will charge them as well as film the episode and the makeup session and post those on her YouTube channel and Instagram account as well. Another especially impressive part of Sarah's story is everything she has for making the channel, her Sony camera, her MacBook, the video recording equipment, and the makeup. It was all purchased by her and her own earnings, and she's investing back into the business. In regards to why she's had the success on YouTube thus far, Sarah says she thinks that girls and other teenagers her age can relate to her, and also because she's authentic, she's herself, and she isn't afraid of looking silly or embarrassing herself. As far as Sarah's goals, well, she's still got pretty much the vast majority of her high school career to finish. She does want to be a professional YouTuber and celebrity makeup artist, and judging by how much she's already accomplished being only 15 and having been at this for only 2 years, I have a feeling she'll wind up accomplishing both those goals. I really love this story, and I think in many ways this is one of the more impressive stories we've shared, both in terms of the amount of money she's making, as well as just something, being able to do something so big and so impressive at only 15 years old and in such a short period of time. So anyhow, guys, that is today's episode of Side Hustle Tuesdays. That is episode 78. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some ideas and were inspired. And until next time, this is Rules for Rebels and Side Hustle Tuesdays, signing out.